Covering the Universal Orlando Resort for over 5 years, you are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 221 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. My name's Hunter. Nice to be back after a bit of a break. And with me today, I have Darren.
What's up, Internet?
Darren, this is like the first show we've been on together in like, what, a month and a half?
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nice to have you back, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, I've got Tracy.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, dear?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Have you lopsidedly with any objects lately?
What does that even mean?
Lopsided.
No, but if you've got any suggestions, let me know.
All right. Everybody that's in the Producers Club will get to vote for the item that Tracy gets to hit Lee with.
No, that's not a reason to join. I don't know what is.
And if you can't already tell, of course, we've got Lee as always.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing, man?
I was all right until people started wanting votes for what I get smacked upside the head with off Tracy.
I'm liking this.
Well, I can't wait to see the hashtags that come out of this one on Twitter.
Yes, Kenny, you're slacking, actually.
I know. Kenny, you got to get back on things, man. So, I guess with all the introductions out of the way, let's go ahead and start how we normally do with a Florean Fortescue ice cream debate. And this one's from Kelly.
Hey, UUOP, this is Kelly from Raleigh, North Carolina, and we are sitting at Duff Gardens drinking a Duff beer right outside of the Quickie Mart, and I'm calling to tell you that we tried the Florean Fortescue's ice cream flavors, and my favorite was butterbeer.
And this is Kevin from Raleigh, North Carolina as well, and my favorite was chocolate raspberry.
Thank you. We love your show. Bye.
He got me excited. I heard Choco, and I was like, oh, here we go. And then he let me down like that. Oh. Have we had chocolate raspberry before?
Yes,
Is that a new
actually... No, that's the second vote.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the second one. Apple Crumble is still winning. Chocolate Chili is close behind it. And Butterbeer is catching up.
I wish I could remember what mine was.
Just whichever one you like the most, which is
Can't
Butterbeer. You had a
remember.
massive Butterbeer, so I'm assuming it's that.
I don't think that's what I voted for. Anyway.
Thanks so much, Kelly. Don't forget, we still want your ice cream debate entries. Darren, where can they send them to?
Yes, if you want your vote to be heard, just record us a message on your phone telling us who you are, where you are, and which is your favorite Florean Fortescue ice cream flavor, and email them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Remember, this is the time to vote.
Or you can go to speakpipe.com/UUOpodcast, record your message there, and it will come directly to us. For even better, more magical results, record it from the Wizarding World.
We're actually going to have to, because we're getting very close to the end of the year at this point, and I think...
I was going to say, we're going to have to tally them up, right?
Well, we've still got a lot sat there to get out, so I think for the next couple of shows, if I hadn't have already scheduled what I'd already scheduled for tonight's show, there would have been 2 or 3 getting played tonight. That's how many we've still got to get through.
Wow.
All right.
Cool.
We'll definitely play all of them, though.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. We love it when you guys send in content, so we want to make sure that you guys are heard on the show.
It's cool. This one's really taken off. Yeah. Like the Butterbeer last time was a little bit of a... People, I think, were a bit shy to get involved. This one's really... You know, I've never struggled to have ice cream debates to play on the show, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
I think it's also because, you know, Diagon Alley is still so relatively new, and a lot of people are still getting there for the first time, so they're excited to experience things and tell us about their trip.
Cool.
True.
All right. So, on that note, we are going to head on over into the news. So first, we're going to head on over to our special reporter over with Seth to hear a little bit more about his little things at Universal Orlando.
Hi, everyone. This is Seth Kubersky from Orlando Weekly and the Unofficial Guides. And this week, I'm bringing you a huge list of little things to update you on around Universal Orlando. First of all, when you enter the Universal Parks, you'll now notice a brand new style of park map. The two parks are now printed on opposite sides of the paper, and there's a new look to the layout and typography. Also around the Universal Resort, you might spot some brand new buses. The Universal buses that service Cabana Bay Resort are being replaced with new ones that now feature Minions on the outside. Inside Universal Studios Florida, the construction walls around the Coca-Cola kiosk outside Men in Black have finally been removed, and we've gotten a glimpse inside. Inside you'll find a number of Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, some big video display screens, and some stands where it looks like you'll be able to reactivate your Coke Freestyle self-service. While we're speaking of Universal Studios Florida, you might notice that early park admission, which used to be at Islands of Adventure only during the off-season, has now switched to Universal Studios Florida for the current calendar through the holiday season. It will switch to both parks during the peak season of the holidays, but will be Universal Studios Florida only until then. Over in City Walk, the Blue Man Group are now offering a new behind-the-scenes VIP experience for $200 for adults or $150 for kids. You can get a glimpse behind the set, including a chance to play the Blue Man Group instruments and try on their makeup. At Portofino Bay Hotel, the Mandara Spa is currently under renovations. The men's changing facilities are closed at the moment, and they are being expanded along with the co-ed section, should be completed in early January 2017. And finally, Universal Orlando is having their annual garage sale, where they sell unsold merchandise and souvenirs at extremely low prices. Universal Orlando annual pass holders can attend on November 16th from 10 a.m. until noon, and it's located in the team member parking garage behind Universal Studios Florida. Thanks for listening. This is Seth Kubersky, and I'll be back in another couple weeks with more little things around Universal Orlando.
Anyone going to the garage sale?
I would like to. Travis was there the last night of Halloween Horror Nights, and I texted him to keep an eye out for discount merch. So I assume, because I didn't hear anything back or see anything on Twitter, that that's where all that discounted merchandise is going to be at.
Probably.
Mm.
Yeah. So
That's good. Plenty going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's nice that the walls have finally come down around the Coke dispensary, apparently.
Yeah, but that was I think that was a big letdown.
Yeah.
When all the things that we heard, it might have been like a Club Cool kind of situation or something like that. But no, it's just a couple of freestyle machines.
It's just more freestyle machines.
That you can't
Which
get
is
water
interesting
out
where
of.
they put it, because the freestyle machines are kind of just like in weird locations. There's one not too far from there next to the Amity bathrooms, if I remember correctly.
There's one actually right across the way. Like there's a snack stand, and right off to the side of it, there's a freestyle machine. So
All right. Yeah.
They're like super close. And I think the picture that we saw was that there were like 4 freestyle machines inside there.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. I saw it yesterday when I was on my exclusive VIP tour.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Did you pick up your monocle already?
Yes. It came with the tour, actually. As soon as you got there, they gave it to you.
All right. So thank you so much, Seth. Now, this is very exciting. I know you guys are stoked on this. Universal Orlando has announced new details on next year's new attraction, Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon. We're going to pass it on over to Darren to tell us more about the initial experience.
Yeah, Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon. Along with a piece of concept art showing the facade of the new attraction, Universal have given us more details. First, they have said that guests will arrive in Studio 6B Club in style and enjoy a live performance from the Ragtime Gals Barbershop Quartet, or check out some of the show's classic bits from History of Rap to Lip Sync Battle. You'll also have the chance to meet and dance with the beloved Tonight Show mascot, #the Panda. Hunter, I know you're very excited.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
No, but it's a panda hunter.
I know, it's a panda that you can dance with.
Well, now I'm excited.
Yeah.
Is it a real panda?
Yes.
All right. Got to keep my pass renewed in that case.
Guests will also be able to play host at their own interactive desk in the Studio 6B Club. Here, you'll be able to send Jimmy Fallon's famous thank you notes to your friends and family, prep for your race with a Jimmy Drive retro-style video game, and watch your favorite show clips.
Is it just me as a Brit that I have no idea what most of that actually is?
Obviously, I watch TV without you then.
I don't have cable, so I don't know what any of this is. I use everything through Netflix, Hulu, or YouTube. So
I know what lip sync battle is. That's about it.
We love lip sync battle. Well, Jade and I do.
Well, just from attending one of the live shows that they did at Universal, I can kind of figure out most of it. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, it looks like they're just going to have a little area where you can sit at the desk and do like a video recording probably and send it out via email or on Facebook, I'm guessing.
Sounds that way.
is it going to be one of those tacky stations like they've got at the Exit Mission Space or Journey into Imagination?
Yeah, I think that. I think it's going to be one of those kind of things.
All right.
We'll see what it's
So,
like.
Lee, tell us a little bit about the attraction itself.
Well, they said after a briefing in the Studio 6B lobby, you will board the world's first ever flying theatre, so it's not soaring.
Okay.
Which seats
All right.
up to 72 audience members for a rousing race alongside Jimmy Fallon through the greatest city in the world, New York, of course, because it fits perfectly in the area. From 30 Rock out into the streets and the skies of the Big Apple, you and your fellow studio audience members will zoom past iconic New York City landmarks in an action-packed race with plenty of twists and turns along the way. Well, bear with me because I don't know what half of these are. Be sure to keep an eye out for cameos from familiar characters like Sarah from Ew?
Ew.
All right, okay. Jimmy in tight pants, and Tonight Show announcer Steve Higgins. All the sweet sounds of New York will come to life with the help of the Grammy Award-winning band The Roots, the musical masterminds behind the original attraction score. I think that sounds cool. I've watched the video of the behind-the-scenes thing, and I think it looks pretty awesome. But we'll get there.
Uh-huh. And finally, Darren, what is the post-show going to be?
Well, you will step foot into the renowned NBC studios. You'll get a front row seat to witness the most significant moments in the history of NBC as you travel through the 62-year evolution of The Tonight Show. Making your way through the Tonight Show lobby, you'll also get a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see real set pieces from one of the longest-running shows in television history. You'll see everything from suits of past hosts to iconic desk props. Yeah, I know, right? To NBC video cameras used to record the show, all surrounding a display honoring the current host, Jimmy Fallon. All hail Jimmy Fallon.
They have a shrine dedicated to Jimmy Fallon in this interview. So is it just me, or does this sound like a bunch of Epcot attractions mixed together?
Yeah, basically.
Kind of does, yeah.
Yeah, you've got Liam, I'm going to upset you. You got Soren. You've got the Exit to Mission Space. You've got a little bit of, okay, we're going to hop over to Hollywood Studios. You got a little bit of One Man's Dream. What is going on here?
Right. It's not an e-ticket attraction. It needs, that park needs rides to eat people up. And that's exactly what this is. Ride. It's something they don't have to pay the rights for. It fits into New York perfectly. I'll be honest, I like Jimmy Fallon. I know a lot of people don't. I like the idea behind it. I think the problem is the bar's been set so high by what Universal have done recently that every ride that comes out, everyone expects it to be mind-blowing and amazing. And a theme park can't survive on E-tickets all the time. They need these B and C tickets.
And D and E ones.
I am infinitely more interested in the facade and the outdoor portion of this attraction than I am about the actual ride itself. Because I think it'll look nice. I'm sure it'll stick out like a sore thumb, especially in juxtaposition to old school New York Street. But we'll see how it turns out. Yeah. If we're going to judge it too hard without seeing what happens. It's just interesting to me because I remember chatting with you guys in the group. It just seems like it's got a very short shelf life. Ultimately.
Yeah. Well, one of the things they told us when I was on the tour yesterday, which we'll talk about later, but one of the things the guy told us is, one, it's almost completely done. He said he's personally seen it on the inside, and it looks like the interior and everything is almost all the way done. So it sounds like
the mechanics or the actual like
the mechanics and like everything, like the full inside treatment is almost fully complete. So we're waiting on the facade on the outside, basically.
So we're thinking March.
Yeah, he said like first quarter of next year. But he also said that apparently they've left spaces open for him to be able to change things up on the ride. So this is a ride that's potentially constantly updated with new bits that are successful on the show.
Okay.
But then also you've got the option, like I don't know how many TV programs are filmed in that studio, but if Jimmy Fallon doesn't become popular anymore, then you change it out for something else. You know, the fact that it's got stuff that's based around the NBC studios itself, then the actual ride portion could be anything you want based around, you know, I know originally the rumours for this was going to be some sort of Saturday Night Live thing, which I think would have been brilliant. But it's changing the video out, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which we've seen how that works with other video-based attractions. I mean, how long have they been telling us that they're going to upgrade Midway Mania? You know, I trust Universal a little bit more to keep their stuff updated, though, to be perfectly honest. I guess my biggest concern is, doesn't the ride itself sound at least comparable in a bunch of ways to Transformers, which is literally a couple feet away?
Kind of.
You're racing through a giant city.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the big pool that they're basing it off of.
But this is a totally different feel, I think.
This is much more of a comedy thing, I think. It's a very different, for all it might be the same technology, it's going to be a different feel.
It's not the same. Yeah, it's a totally different vehicle ride system too. I mean, it's like I said, it's straight up from the concept they were showing, it's straight up Soarin'. So I don't know how they're saying this is like the first flying theater. I don't know how that's working out.
No.
Because it's an actual theatre, that's the difference. The seats are arranged in rows, and then it's all. I've seen a video somewhere someone posted of how it actually works. I think it's actually the Goddard group actually do some of it as well. So if you imagine a normal theatre, but then the top, like the back row will move up, then the row below it will come underneath. And
so like Soarin' does.
No, Soarin's not like that. It's different.
Soarin' goes the other way. It's like a garage.
I told you
it's
like Transformers.
So it's back to front Soarin'.
No, because you're not tiered as Soarin' is. It'll be flat in front of the screen. So whereas Soarin' people complain because of the way you shouldn't get that with this.
So it's like a cantilever system, kind of then.
Kind of.
Okay.
I think the poster is hilarious because Jimmy Fallon is racing through New York in his test track vehicle. There's another tie-in for you.
Yeah, we get it, Hunter. You don't like it.
I'll reserve final judgment. I'm not excited right now. We'll see.
I am looking forward to seeing how it pans out.
Yeah, you have to remember too. This is replacing Twister.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like this is the thing that replaces Jaws or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Back to the Future. So
Very true.
I can't be too mad.
I guess
it's something else to do in that corner of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Did they officially say? Forgive me. It's been a little while since I've been keeping up with it. Is it 3D or are they doing 2D for this one?
That's an interesting question. I have not seen that anywhere.
I believe it was 3D, but I don't know where I heard that from. So
I thought I saw Jimmy Fallon wearing glasses or something.
Yeah, kind of rings a bell.
So
I'll be honest. I'd like a few more things that aren't 3D.
Yeah.
So, when you're already wearing glasses, it's a pain in the arse to wear a second pair of glasses. You don't see it as well.
Yeah.
It's...
I don't think you have to do 3D all the time to be effective.
Nope.
Like,
Forbidden Journey.
People really, really like Soarin' as an example, and that's not 3D, so.
Anyway.
We'll see.
All right. So, more exciting. Universal Orlando has revealed new details on the upcoming Volcano Bay water theme park, which they are promoting as their third gate.
Yep.
Very interesting. So, real quick, here's the audio from the YouTube video they posted.
Welcome to Universal's Volcano Bay. An island oasis where thrills and relaxation flow in perfect harmony. It's a theme park like no other. An all-new kind of paradise where every moment is inspired by the belief that water is life, and life is joy. Here, near the summit of the Krakatoa volcano, you can test your courage on pulse-pounding rides that take your breath away. But what's truly amazing is what you don't see. No standing in long lines. No carrying rafts around the park. Because with Tapu Tapu on your wrist, you can hold your place in the ride lines. Even reveal wondrous surprises with just the wave of your hand. Here, the Krakatoa Aqua Coaster takes you right through the heart of the volcano. Relaxation has been perfected. All your cares just drift away. Escape to an island getaway where cutting loose and kicking back go hand in hand. And a full day of fun lasts well into the night. Universal's Volcano Bay. The third amazing theme park at Universal Orlando Resort.
All right. I'm getting pretty hyped on this, guys.
I agree.
All right. So real quick, the first thing that they announced was the new water coaster. So Tracy,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, so the Krakatoa Aqua Coaster will be the star experience at Volcano Bay. Now they're saying it's combining innovative ride technology with water theme park thrills, and it'll take families on an unforgettable adventure through the park's massive icon, the 200-foot tall Krakatoa volcano. Love volcanoes and things like that. I'm really excited about this. Now guests are going to board specially designed canoes and propel downwards and upwards through the volcano's interior peaks and valleys. They'll twist and turn and plummet along dark passageways, be launched through sparkling waterfalls, and so much more. Sounds exciting. Now, Universal's using some of the incredible technology that makes its theme park attractions so compelling to create a first-of-its-kind aqua coaster in Florida. And the attraction will use linear induction motor technology, which launches a canoe uphill before it immediately sends riders into a downhill plunge. That's always good.
Mm-hmm.
Downhill's always good. This technology, combined with immersive theming, that Universal is known for, will make Krakatoa Aqua Coaster a unique water theme park attraction that's fun for the entire family.
Have they ever done that before? A linear induction motor on a water ride?
No, because as far as I'm aware, the only thing in Orlando, or at least about that's like this, is Hunter Crush and Gusher at Typhoon Lagoon, but you're propelled up using like water jets.
It's water jets. I'm just imagining these poor people getting flung through in a raft at 40 miles per hour.
Well, that's the tires, right? Like that's Hulk. Hulk is linear induction.
Yeah.
It's like magnets, right?
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think if there is anything at Universal that uses linear induction motors. I don't think there is.
Well, and something else that they put out, I thought they said the same kind of technology
the Mummy.
on Hulk.
The Mummy does.
Mummy uses it.
Oh, the Mummy's launch?
Yes.
Okay.
But this, I know a lot of people...
So Mummy is different from a Hulk. I thought they were more or less the same.
No, the Hulk's a tire launch.
I thought they were both.
Nope, it's Revenge of the Mummy.
Yeah.
It's the first result if you type in linear induction Universal Orlando.
Nice.
But I know a lot of people have been speculating on this, that this is going to be different to a lot of like water park attractions, that because it's linear induction motors, you won't necessarily board this attraction at the top and work your way down, which if you think most water raft rides and stuff, you have to climb to the top of some massive thing or a million steps, whereas this potentially you could board it at the bottom or even midway up rather than having to go and start from the top.
Which means it's going to be a lot more accessible for a lot more people.
Very true.
Yep. It's kind of the best mixture, just from looking at all the concept artwork and everything. It's kind of like all my favorite things about Islands of Adventure and Tokyo Disney Sea mixed together. So I'm very excited to see it. So virtual queuing, I think that's a major thing to take away from this. Darren, I know you don't like queuing. Tell me more.
I hate queuing. So Universal's Volcano Bay will debut the new Tapu Tapu.
Tapu Tapu.
Oh, that's going to be fun to say forever. Wearable, designed to make the guest experience throughout the entire park as hassle-free and fun-filled as possible. As part of their admission, guests will receive a Tapu Tapu wearable upon arrival to the park that allows them to do the following with a simple Tapu Tapu. Guests will be able to virtually wait in line while they play in other areas of the park. So, Hunter, you can go ahead and tap your Tapu Tapu and then go play in the sprinklers for a while. The wearable will alert guests when it's time for them to ride so they can head to the attraction. That's pretty cool.
Little Tapu Tapu on your wrist.
Yep. Guests will discover various tap-to-play experiences throughout the park, all designed exclusively for Volcano Bay by Universal's award-winning creative team. With just a tap of Tapu Tapu, guests can trigger special effects like controlling streams of water spurting from whales in Tiki Reef, shooting water.
That's where I'll be.
Okay, now this is the part that just totally turned me off, and I might not ever go to the park because of this. Shooting water cannons at guests snaking down the Kapaco Y winding river. I mean, isn't that just like the thing where you just go to chill and relax and not get water cannons shot at you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not when Tapu Tapu is involved.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's free, so it's just pretty much going to be constantly in use, I'm guessing. So
Yeah.
Although there's two different like lazy rivers though, isn't there? One's a fast flowing one and one's like a lazy one. So it depends on which one that one is.
So technically then you want the fast flowing one because you get through it faster.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. But then the next part makes me want to go again. The illuminating images in the volcano's hidden caves, which if you've seen the concept art, that looks amazing.
It does.
Mm-hmm. It's very exciting.
One thing that I don't see in the notes that I just wanted to bring up real quick is they said a day of fun on into much later in the night or something along those lines. How late do we think this thing's going to be open?
Well, if you look at that video,
Shut down at like 6, right?
Yeah, but if you look at that video they posted, they show a family eating with the volcano in the background, and it's dark, and that volcano's lit up red. It looks stunning.
Yeah. I mean, we can see all the steel. Darren and I have been going a lot lately, but you can just see the massive hunk of steel on I-4 now. It's huge.
It's
Huge.
Feet,
It's the biggest volcano.
You've never seen a bigger volcano.
It's impressive.
So are we
See
taking
it from all over I-4.
Are we taking from this then that it's going to be like a water park by day and a family eating venue by night then, or something like that? Just to extend the life of that day.
Maybe.
Do they want to cannibalize City Walk though?
That's a good point.
Well, I guess it's all going to the same place, really.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
And it could, I think it could be the thinking more like City Walk's more of a nightclub arena for the non-families. This could be maybe aimed towards the family audience. So it's somewhere you can take your 6 and 7-year-old, and you're not going to be accosted by drunken 20-somethings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I
watch
see it
them
being
just
open.
remove Margaritaville and drop it in Volcano Bay.
That would fit, actually.
Yeah,
Here you go.
it really would.
Yeah, I see it being open for a number of hours past the park closing time. Possibly, like I'm thinking, like up to midnight. They can light that thing up like it's daytime if they want to.
Yeah.
And from some of the older patents, if you remember, like the light up sand.
Yeah,
That's a thing that's only going to be effective at night. So
exactly, yeah.
I think that they are aiming to make this park accessible in the evening, just as accessible in the evening as it is during the day. So
Yeah.
It would be pretty cool to be in a water park properly in the dark, like after dark.
Yeah.
Don't light it up bright, have it all subtle. That could be really cool.
Well, I know Tracy and I are very much on the same page as Darren with this, that we're not really water park people. Like, seriously, no one needs to see this in a pair of shorts, right? But I got excited over this when that video came. I was like, this looks amazing.
yeah, I definitely am not a water park person. I think the last time I went, I was like 13. So
And Darren's 55 now.
So I don't know, but I definitely want to check this one out.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
They're selling me on it.
Well, there's one thing. If you go into a water park, you're not going to take your camera, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, they know what they're doing because they're appealing to the people that wouldn't normally go to water parks because they're like, Oh, yeah, it actually is another theme park that they're building at Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're appealing to people that are like, I'm not a big water person, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
Absolutely. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And I
for
still
this.
think there's a lot of details they're not giving out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So when's this scheduled to open? Do we know?
Next year.
It's like spring, right?
I just think they said 2017, didn't they?
Come on, people, send us your donation so we can get out there.
We need it, seriously.
I am kidding, kinda.
I'm not.
So do we think this is going to be year-round in some capacity, if that's the case?
I would imagine so. I
Yeah.
can't see it being like closed down for any off seasons or anything like that. 'Cause
No,
it
it's
doesn't
not
make
going to be like a
financial
Wet n
sense.
Wild type situation,
No.
obviously.
No.
You get a lot of people coming over from England where it's still warm at
Yeah,
the
when you're
back
over,
end of the year, when all the Floridians are freezing to death, and we're like, "Wait, this is summer
Yeah.
for us."
It's funny, I've been going through that. It's been getting down to 70 at night. I'm like, ooh, I need a jacket.
Yeah, I have been
70?
wondering about that because, Busch Gardens Adventure Island over here closes as well for a good chunk of time during that period because it does get pretty chilly and windy. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they handle that with this.
Yeah, we'll see.
The only other thing I was going to bring up that before Darren told us more about Tapu Tapu is that is this pretty much spelling the end of Express Pass eventually?
Yeah.
Because I assume if this is going to be such a success, this is this is plan A, or excuse me, phase A of their new Fast Pass style system or Express Pass style system.
Hunter?
Yeah.
This is actually phase B.
Phase B.
They've been
Tell me more.
They've been testing this at Wet n Wild for about at least the last 6 months.
Oh, you're right. I forgot Wet n Wild was part of Universal, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've already cleansed it from my memory, to be honest.
Yeah. I see them definitely bringing this over to the park, but I think they will still keep an additional express option open for people that just want to go straight on to whatever ride they want to.
Yeah.
Because they can still sell those.
I still don't think you're going to
So
see
they're-
a situation like Disney where you're going to have to book things 3, 4, 5, 6 months out. I think they've seen that.
I think they'll do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
it makes
they'll do
sense.
it so they'll give people the option to do it the Disney style way, where you'll reserve so many rides, or you can pay the premium for the express pass, and also I think they'll keep the express pass the same way it is for the hotels. Unlimited express for them, and then just either way. So either you have that express pass and you can go through with that, or you use this system to go through the express pass at a designated time.
Go on,
That
Tracy, you're
sounds-
pulling
that sounds
faces.
right to me, too.
Yeah, because I'm just. It's good. It's Magic Band, isn't it?
Well,
For
basically,
Universal.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be wearing something on my wrist. Right? I
But
know
it's
it's.
Tapu
I
Tapu.
know it's. I
A
know it's
headband.
I know it's petty, right? I do not tan very much. I don't want a strap mark around my wrist from something that I didn't want to wear in the first place. It'd be nice if they could bring something else out that isn't a bloody wristband,
Do we know what it looks like?
you know.
It's actually a full-size tiki totem you've got to carry with you all day.
I'd rather
I
have
can
a
see them
bloody
doing other
implant
things
under my
like
skin.
making a lanyard style thing for it as well.
When you walk in, they actually inject it in your forearm.
No, I'd do with
There you
that.
go.
That's better.
Nobody listens to me.
Right
all
under
you
your
just
dark
said.
mark tattoo.
I'm too busy trying to find it. They can't hear you.
Universal's like, hey, we can inject 3D glasses into your eyes. Lee's like, sign me up. I'm ready to go.
I don't want that.
No, I have my concerns over, well, especially with Disney and having to book things 3 to 6 months out.
No, I know, and that's the one
It's-
thing
it
that
takes
really
away-
is a positive for Universal, that you don't have to do that.
It takes away spontaneity. I know you have to, the problem is you have to plan military precision for these holidays, especially coming from over here. Give us a bit of liquidity, a bit of leeway.
I honestly think you two are going to be pretty surprised when you get over here. And the system has been just as flexible as I want it to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
And I think
We'll see.
also, like I said, I really honestly think that they will keep the other express options open as well. So
I think they're trying to get away from the, forgive me, these are awesome parks and everything, but they're trying to get away from the the Six Flags style of thinking where you've got to pay to ride essentially, or pay to ride quickly. They want to establish themselves, which in my opinion, they already have, as the next biggest competitor to Disney. So they're going to take what works for Disney and carry it over. But I guess the option's there. If people want to buy it, they'll buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just hope they'd look at what Disney have done and improve on it and make it, at least from my perspective, an easier experience for the user.
Yeah, listen to the complaints people have made about the Disney one.
Which that's what Universal are doing, though. It's like sometimes it's not a bad thing being the second one.
I know.
Because you watch them make the mistakes and you make it better.
This is true.
Anyway. Volcano Bay looks awesome.
Darren, real quick, we were talking about linear induction. Isn't Cheetah Hunt also linear induction?
I do believe so.
Awesome. All right. So that's what you can expect on your volcano ride.
On a water ride.
65 miles per hour.
That scares the crap out of me.
Hold on, Grandma.
I am terrified.
So next up, real quick, we don't have a lot of information about it, but next up, Universal made another announcement in the early hours of yesterday morning. Lee, what was that?
Yeah, actually, I think I was one of the first people to actually see it. Because obviously it was like 4:30, and we're recording this on Monday morning, so to us that was like quite late to us. I think I was actually one of the first people to see it, but they posted on Twitter saying, #breaking news, introducing our newest on-site hotel, Universal's #Aventura Hotel, opening 2018. And we kind of heard rumours about this a while back, but they have released a blog post since then saying that the Aventura Hotel will be a 16-storey all-glass tower. That's going to be warm in Florida, unless they crank the air conditioning up. They said there will be, in the lobby, you will find a bar and a casual food hall with 5 different cuisine options. They said the only details we've got about the rooms, that they will all have floor-to-ceiling windows. So I'm not quite sure how close to the theme parks it is or whether you'll get a decent view or not. The hotel will be accessible by walking or by the shuttle buses, and it will have a pool and hot tub with a pool bar.
A pool bar?
A pool bar. This
clarified that. I was a bit worried there.
This hotel will be a value hotel.
Now, as I said earlier...
Yes.
As I said earlier in our little group, is there a link between their former park, Port Aventura, and the Aventura Hotel? Are we going to have a Mediterranean Spanish resort style hotel? Because let's face it, Spanish resorts for the Brits is a budget vacation. Is that what it's going to be?
It's a weird...
cheap beer and scantily clad blokes around not women on the pool.
Because how highly themed all the rest of them, especially the 2 latest ones, Cabana Bay and Sapphire Falls, have been, this just looks like a hotel.
It's early doors.
It looks like an Orlando hotel.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what they're going for. A lot of people can't afford to stay in big flash hotels. So do you know what? Let's give them something basic. Let's get in on the motel pricing.
Yeah, but it doesn't look basic. That's the thing. It looks before that blog post came out.
I would have said it was going to be like on the same level as Sapphire, if not higher. Just from looking at the concept artwork.
A lot of the discussion that went on before that blog post came out today was everyone else expecting it to be top level, because it looked like, I even saw someone say this looks like Universal's answer to the Contemporary. It looks flash and posh, and I think me and Darren had a conversation about him saying that it had less rooms. From what we heard, it had less rooms than the Hard Rock, meaning it was going to be harder to get into. Therefore, that made us think that it was going to be a higher end hotel, and it's not going to be.
No, but contrary to popular belief, sometimes you can polish a turd.
Yeah. The rumors back then it's 600 rooms. Hard Rock's got 650, so...
Just because something looks nice doesn't mean it has to be expensive. That's all I'm saying.
True. It's just, if you look at the themes, though, you look at Sapphire Falls and you look at Cabana Bay, this doesn't...
But what's been announced about it? You jump into
You can see the concept art, though.
Have you seen... Is there any interior concept art?
That's not what you're looking at. a hotel sells itself by what it looks out on the outside, because that's the first thing you see. Like we haven't been to Cabana Bay, but I've seen enough pictures of the outside of it that when you rock up to that, it looks awesome.
Yeah. But also, we've stayed in some absolute dumps, right?
Yeah, and they've been dumps inside as well. I don't see your point.
So, we stayed in
got a great
value
hotel.
resorts.
Darren and I stayed there. It's the Movie Land
Monumental
Hotel.
Movie Land, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Monumental.
It'll blow your mind.
Dehumidifiers in the hallways.
When you spit it out,
I
woman.
can't. It's a value hotel. It doesn't have to look like a rundown motel. But if it's a value hotel, they're not going to give you all the bells and whistles.
That's not one of
And
them.
I know that, but I'm just trying to put this side across. At the end of the day, it's a bed to sleep in and a shower to get washed in.
People expect more, though, from a Universal hotel, especially with the last two they've put out. That's the point I'm making.
Then wait until we get the price point. Because maybe it's a case of, well, if you're expecting more, go and pay the higher price to get more because you're getting what you're paying for.
Oh, I think it looks pretty cool on the outside.
I think it looks okay.
Anyway.
But it looks like, just like what Lee said, it looks like a regular Orlando hotel.
It does. There's nothing screams Universal about it. When they've set their stall out at the moment for everything to be highly themed to the nth degree. What's the theme of it? It's like a glass tower, which makes me think that to me is a more high-end hotel, and it's not. That's where I don't get it.
Maybe
to fit the theming, they'll make all the guests dressed in ants costumes, and they don't want to hang around outside because that's a big old magnifying glass.
That's nicer than what I was going to go with, because I was thinking if it's floor-to-ceiling glass windows, they're not going to put any curtains in because it's a value hotel.
No one
and then they're
needs to
just
see
going to sell rooms in the hotel surrounding with binoculars and telescopes.
Okay, it's the Voyeur Hotel.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to open in 2018.
They can theme it for Halloween. It's just the shifting glass chambers from Cabin in the Woods. All right. So we do have a couple of things real quick that we wanted to expand upon from previous shows.
We do indeed. Now, we know that they do an opening ceremony and pick a family to open Universal Studios Florida every day, and we wondered if they did the same for Islands of Adventure. Well, after a little bit of digging, we found out that they do. So, they do pick a family to open Islands of Adventure, so get yourselves there early, and it might just be you.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Someone needs to do that, Hunter, Darren. Make it happen.
Us.
We also discussed a couple of shows ago about the Owl Post on episode 219, and we mentioned that, well, I thought that you could send a letter from Islands of Adventure and it would get an Islands of Adventure postmark. And the same person that we hit up about the opening of Islands of Adventure, I asked said person, and he said that yes, if you post a letter in there's a post box at the front of port of entry, make sure it's addressed properly, and you put a stamp on it and drop it in the mailbox. It will be stamped with an Islands of Adventure postmark, and the post is collected on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Cool.
Awesome. And finally, James Higgins got in touch with us to let us know something about their last trip. So just like to share a bit of good information with you. We decided not to hire a car while staying at Cabana Bay for the week. Got off the plane at Orlando International at 4:05 p.m. yesterday. It was quiet, got through a much improved customs, and we're in the car by 4:45, in our room by 5:30. Managed Hulk and Kong by closing, 8 in NBC, and back in the room knackered by 10. With a car, we reckon we would have left the airport near 6:30. This looks like a winner.
Wow.
Okay. That's
quite a difference
that's
in
food for
time,
thought,
isn't it?
yeah.
Awesome.
Interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, we're going to move on over into one of my quick little favorite segments, which is Autism at the Park.
Hi, this is Maureen Deal with Autism at the Parks, and I'm reporting from Universal Orlando Resort for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And today I'm at Universal Studios Florida outside the Fear Factor live show. Now, this live show, based on the TV hit Fear Factor, involves stunts and other things performed performed by guests of Universal. You can sign up to be a part of the show if you'd like. Some of the things may be a little intense and not what you would normally want to witness someone eating. So keep that in mind for your family member. In the rider's guide, they say parental advisory is recommended. All those guests using wheelchairs or ECVs, you're welcome to remain in your wheelchair or ECV, and it's accessible, the stadium where the show takes place. And this has been Maureen Deal for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, signing off from Universal Studios, Florida.
Thanks so much, Maureen. Moving on, if you are planning a trip to check out Volcano Bay or Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon and Hunter, then contact Fairy Godmother Travel to book your next vacation.
Fairy Godmother Travel can take care of all of your Universal Orlando vacation needs at no extra cost to you. And if you're planning to visit Disney, they can help with that too, as they are authorized Disney vacation planners.
Yeah, contact them today by phone on 832-284-4002 or toll free at 888-939-642-539. Or go to www.fairygodmothertravel.com and please let them know that you heard about them because of the UUOP. Every referral made through us helps us continue to bring you the best weekly Universal Orlando podcast.
So, Darren,
yes,
you and your beloved recently went, and I don't mean Travis, you and Nina recently went to a Universal Orlando annual pass event, and you were lucky enough to win 2 VIP experiences, which you did just this past weekend, right?
Yep. Yeah, yesterday as of our recording.
Tell me all about that. Did you get escorted by Doc Brown through the park?
No, I did not, but we did get to stop by and see him.
Awesome.
As part of the thing. But yeah, it's a pretty incredible thing. We did basically they gave us the same kind of tour you'd get on the private tour, but it was non-private for us. We had 6 winners and their guests, so 12 people total in our group, which was pretty much actually surprisingly manageable. It was a pretty cool, easygoing group. So they did have a set like itinerary for us as far as the rides and everything went. But we you start off by going up to the VIP entrance at the front of the park, and they have like a continental breakfast set out for you. They have like cereal, and then they have pastries from I think they're the ones that they serve down in the Beverly Hills Boulangerie.
I'm never going to live that down, am I?
Yeah. But they're of course free. So, and it's like a huge spread. So we regretted eating breakfast before we went because we didn't know exactly what they were going to have up there.
Yeah. So you shoved it
so
on your bag.
Yeah. But you start off there, and then once everybody meets up, and then you head out into the park, and you don't wait for any lines, express or regular. You just go straight on to every attraction. The only one we didn't do that on was Gringotts, so that I guess people could see like the pre-show and things like that. They put us through like an accessibility line that they have on the side there, and then so you can go on the elevator and then go through those things, and then actually do the ride afterwards. So
okay.
So that they did that, and another really cool part of it was they do some backstage elements. So we did the immigration tour for Men in Black to see down there, of course, and then we did the Mummy one, but we went a lot farther back, I should say, because on the Mummy tour, they just kind of open the door to let you see where the switch is at the end of the ride with Brendan Fraser asking for his cup of coffee.
Okay.
And then that's about it. But on the tour, they bring you all the way to the back. So you actually see like where the steam comes out of the mummy's mouth, the big, huge, like plywood mummy face there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Talking about.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of trivia we learned on there. That is there because there is a piece of existing track from Kong behind it. That they can't take down because it is a structurally integral part of the building.
Ooh,
very cool.
So they had to come up with something to put there. So that's why the mummy head with the steam is there.
Cool.
It's funny how little happy accidents like that turn into, it's not the best part of the ride, but it's still a pretty iconic moment. When you say the mummy, it's one of the things I see in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another interesting thing is that he told us on the tour is Flight of the Hippogriff is a way more intense coaster than the Mummy is. It's just the dark and all the other special effects elements, which also include huge fans that blow on you through the entire attraction, which I wasn't aware of. That make you feel like you're going a lot faster and it's a lot more intense than it actually is.
It's a space mountain.
I will agree with that. I've still got whiplash from the Hippogriff.
Yeah.
It's got a hell of a stop.
You got the proof of a experience.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it's really cool to get information like that. And then they actually took us back into a production building. And this was really cool because we first went into one of the makeup rooms, the ready rooms that they have for basically any celebrities that are shooting there at the time. He told us there were celebrities that recently had come through, like Beyonce and a few others. So basically we went and checked out that room, and then also a theater. And this theater happens to be the same one that the Halloween Horror Nights creative team uses to screen movies and TV shows as they're coming up with ideas for the houses.
Which is awesome.
A lot of history has taken place in that room, so it was very cool to sit in there and just kind of soak it in. That was pretty incredible. They also have all the way down the halls in there, they have pictures of the different production shoots that have taken place in the park. The Jimmy Fallon show, they had the elephant coming in to the soundstage there. And they had the Creed video, My Sacrifice, where they flooded the entire New York area, which was really cool. You got to go backstage into those kind of areas, and we also went to the Dave School, which is a school where they teach digital graphics, animation, that kind of thing, and also just general film techniques. They have the largest green screen in the South, so we got to go into the studio and see that. They also had a set piece from Sharknado 3 there that they used for filming, which was the space shuttle that David Hasselhoff was in.
Darren, I just want to say real quick, for a park that, a lot of people have said, they've forgotten their roots as like a movie studio. It's still amazing to me that they have all this, because I had no idea until you guys were tweeting and posting yesterday.
Yeah, I had no idea either. And actually, being, I'm sure you play a lot of games too. They work on a lot of games there. They do a lot of freelance work. So you'll see a lot of credits for students from the Dave School that have worked on 3D models, mapping, mesh, that kind of stuff for games, and also motion capture, because they also have a pretty huge motion capture studio that we got to see as well.
Now, all this is in the park itself? Where's this located?
It's in the sound stages right behind the park. It's soundstage, I believe it's soundstage 19.
Wow.
I know the Dave School used to sponsor Hollywood Babylon, because they used to do an ad for it every week, and I know Ralph Garman's talked about it a bit, but I think it was either last year or the year before that something like 9 out of the 10 films, or whatever it was, some specific percentage out of the films that were nominated for Best Picture that year had Dave School graduates working on the visual effects for those films.
Yeah, that's awesome. So and it's really cool to see that, because it is a top of the line studio in every respect. So it's really cool to see, being able to walk through that and see how everything works and how it's all set up. We went on a Sunday, so the school was actually closed, but they still had some people working on some things as we were going through. So,
Darren, let me ask you: do you feel the VIP tour? Do you feel the accommodated to you and your interests? Or do you feel like you kind of got the tour that everybody got?
I think as pass holders, he gave us a little bit more geared towards, okay, I'm not going to explain every attraction to you because you guys have all been on them before, you know. Yeah. So he definitely accommodated as far as that was concerned. But these are experiences that I think they do often on the tours.
Okay.
To give you a backstage viewing, because these ones seem pretty set up as the next one that'll come up too, because before I get to that, we did lunch before we went over to Islands of Adventure. So this was all Universal Orlando at the beginning of the day. And then lunch, we went to Cafe La Bamba, which this is why it's closed all the time. It's because it's the VIP restaurant. Typically, you only get to eat there if you have a private VIP tour, which starts at $3,000 on the off season and goes all the way up to $6,000 something during prime time.
We've eaten in there.
So we could have been eating there the whole time.
We've eaten in there.
Well, this one's a little different. It's a open buffet of the like top menu items from all the restaurants in the park.
Wow.
Oh, so corn dogs with ketchup and mustard.
Yeah. Steaks. They have like a whole tray full of steaks in a buffet place, which I've never seen before. Like all cooked perfectly.
Darren's like, I'm gonna take tray one.
Yeah,
exactly, pretty much. And it was just, we had an hour there, and it was like go crazy for an hour, and then afterwards we all moved very slowly for the rest of the tour.
It felt like I did after doing the kitchen challenge last year.
Yeah. Exactly. You're not gonna get to do this again probably, so it was like take a full advantage. And the other kind of cool thing in there is if they don't have something that you wanted, they would run out in the park and go get it for you.
Wow.
I'll be like, butterbeer ice cream, no, bring it by the bucket full.
It's that kind of service.
And I want Doc Brown to deliver it in the DeLorean.
They would probably be like, yeah, we don't have it here right now, but we can go get it for you. It'll take a couple of minutes.
Wow.
Because, somebody there wanted a latte, but they could only have soy milk. They couldn't drink regular milk. So he's like, oh, I don't have it here, but 1 second. I guess you probably ran over to Starbucks and got some, ran back over and made the latte for him.
That's impressive service.
So, yeah, it's like, of course, top of the line service. Hopefully you'd be getting that for $3,000.
Yeah.
And you got it for nothing.
Yeah. So that was really cool that, they did that, because typically on a non-private tour, you will just go to one of the either quick service restaurants, or they might, go to a place like Lombard's or something like that. But typically it's like the Simpsons one is, I guess, pretty popular because they have a lot of different options. So let's typically do something like that and then go on from there. But so it was cool that we got to do that, the restaurant. And then from there, we took the Hogwarts Express over to Islands, did Forbidden Journey, went around and did Jurassic Park, or some of the people did Jurassic Park. I didn't really. I still don't do water rides, so did not want wet shoes for the rest of the day.
The VIP treatment, Darren, they could have just had someone sat behind you with an umbrella. Come on.
Well, actually, they gave everybody ponchos that wanted them.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
They don't do foot ponchos, though.
No, it's
still wet feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have demanded they use dry water that time.
Just turn the water off.
Exactly. Drain the lake, please, at the end. But yeah, so they did that, and then we went to Spider-Man, which was the other backstage element that we got to see. Was we got to go to the maintenance bay, and they had one of the ride vehicles there, and they put it through a demo, which is basically it just sits in one spot, but it goes through all the maneuvers that it does for the ride.
Wow.
And our guide knows the ride so well. He's telling us the ride as it's going around, and he's like, all right, Spider-Man's about to jump on, and right now. And you see the ride vehicle compensate for Spider-Man jumping on the hood, and it was really cool to see that.
That's awesome.
The actuator system underneath it, there's like 12 hydraulic pumps that allow it to move. It's a piece of flight simulator technology. And that was another kind of cool backstage thing he said, is everything in Marvel Superhero Island is all based on flight technology.
Right.
You've got Spider-Man, which is the flight simulator based on a flight simulator cockpit. And then you've got Dr. Doom's Fearfall, which is based on ejection systems from fighter jets.
Right.
And then Hulk, which is like a simulation of zero-G rolls and basically like aerial combat movements.
You want to be an astronaut? Boy, do I have a place for you to go. Forget Space Camp. Forget Huntsville, Alabama. We're going to Marvel Superhero Island. Come on, kids.
So, yeah, that's just those little bits and pieces, little tidbits that they know about the park were really cool. Things that I didn't know after, doing this podcast for this long. I was surprised. But yeah, definitely for the backstage elements and everything that we did. And if you truly had a private VIP tour, you can go like we did on the RIP tour. You can go on whatever attraction you want to as many times as you want to.
Right, how much are the private ones, Darren? Do we know?
That's why I said like $3,000 to $6,000.
Right, is there a minimum amount of people or a maximum amount of people you can take on them?
Well, there's definitely a maximum, I'm sure.
Is there a...
I'm bringing me and 600 of my closest friends.
Exactly.
Right, I'm saying now, next time we come out...
we need to do it.
Private tour.
Get saving your pennies, everybody.
Yes.
And don't eat for a couple of days before.
Yeah.
Come in the off season, please.
Cool, that sounds awesome.
It's if you have the money for it, it's definitely an awesome experience. Just really cool all the way through. And another thing on the private tours that they didn't really go into with us, but I did read about them ahead of time, was that also on the private tours, if you're going through and you see like a snack stand and you want a churro, like it's all paid for. It's all taken care of.
Oh my God, we just wouldn't get to see anything. I'd just be like churro, ice cream, frozen banana, corn dog, hot dog,
hot butterbeer,
ribs,
butterbeer.
Just keep piling it up.
Every time you pass the clicking your fingers next to just holding your hand out.
Yeah, and Tracy doing a Florean Fortescue ice cream debate. We're going to rank all 28 flavors.
Oh my God. That's what I would be doing. It's like bring them all out and mix them all together in a big tub.
Yeah. That is something I read online, so make sure you check with them before you buy any based on that.
Wow.
But yeah, so and we kind of they finished up by going on Doctor Doom and Hulk. But we were kind of beat by that time, so we didn't really feel like going on the Hulk, so we kind of took off at that point. That was the other good thing too about it, is once you split off from whether you have a private or a non-private tour, your pass is an unlimited express pass for the rest of the day.
Awesome.
That is cool.
We didn't use it because we were totally tired, so we just went home.
How long was the full thing, Darren? If you'd have stayed, if you'd have been there from start to finish, how long would it have been?
10 to 6, 8 hours.
Wow. That's actually really good value, really, when you think about it.
With all your meals chucked in as well. And any snacks you want.
Considering I would go for it food-wise.
Oh, I could eat $300 worth of food.
I could drink $300 worth of Dove.
Oh, that's Tracy. Should be by the end of it.
By the start of it. Can't get enough of that wonderful Dove.
This needs to happen.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really cool.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I'm glad you took one for the team, Darren, and enjoyed it.
What a one to take for the team.
It was rough. I honestly, before I went, I was like, I don't even know if I want to go on this. Being it wasn't really a private tour. Like, I didn't know at the time that we'd be going to the restaurant or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just like, what are they going to show us that we haven't seen before? But I was definitely pleasantly surprised. So
there you go. Cool.
Did you mention that you got to see like the Exorcist house right before they tore it down?
Oh yeah. We didn't get to go through the actual house, but we went to open the door and looked at the facade, and he gave us, because he did the Unmasking the Horror tours as well, our tour guide. So he gave us a little bit of the spiel on that and told us, a little bit of information about the house. We couldn't go into the actual house, but he, let us see the facade and everything. And yeah, if you wondered, it still definitely smells like the Exorcist house in there.
Well, after 31 nights?
Yeah, it's going to be there for a while. I don't know how they're going to get that out. And apparently that smell, that's another thing he told us. That smell was only supposed to be in 2 rooms of the house. And it permeated through the entire house, through the hallway outside, all the way through like most of the backstage area. Yep. So
cool. Oh, Tracy, all right. Something? What, Tracy?
Well, I'm just reading. So private VIP experience is for up to 5 guests.
Oh, that makes it awkward, doesn't it? Oh dear. Someone's getting the nose put out when we do this then, isn't it? Oh dear.
Yeah.
We do it when we don't have the kids with us.
We'll get 2 VIP tours.
Yeah, you get 2.
Lee's going to wear his best negan outfit and just point at us with a bat.
And group 2 just says follow that group. That's what we want to do all day, is follow that group.
How do you want your tour to go? Well, we want to be part of that group over there. Okay.
Yep.
Technically, they can't say no.
I'm sure they will make it.
I am a VIP. Treat me how I want to be treated.
Yeah. I think that's the price for up to 5. I bet you they will make accommodations for larger groups without a problem.
Well, they're not going to turn money down, are they? Surely.
Because that's expensive.
Yeah, we saw people in the restaurant that had a group larger than 5.
Yeah.
So I can definitely say they do something like that.
And it doesn't include your park tickets.
Well, yeah.
No.
So you would just that's all, you know.
We know that from the RIP tour.
I know, but anybody listening might not. You know, you've got to have your park tickets as well.
Okay. Cool.
Which is just silly when it's $3,000.
I know.
Yeah, you think you chuck you a day park ticket in for like 5 people. It's not an awful lot, is it?
No.
But there you go. Cool. Brilliant. I need to do it.
All right. Well, Darren, you had a great time, it sounds like.
Yep, definitely. Thanks to Universal's social media team.
Yes.
That is going to wrap up episode 221. So I hope you guys had a great time listening. Hope you guys had a great time talking. Hope you had a great time yelling at your radio if you disagree about Jimmy Fallon. So, for Kelly, Maureen, James, Darren, Tracy, and Lee, my name's Hunter, and thanks for listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
That's it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. And finally, our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, are here to help with all your Universal vacation needs. So check them out today at fairygodmothertravel.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.